The views and opinions expressed by presenters and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of Parasearch UK Radio or its affiliates and sponsors. Listener discretion is advised. You're listening to Paranormal Concept right here on Parasearch UK Radio with your host, Paul Rook.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to this very special Christmas edition of Paranormal Concept. I'm your host, Paul Rook, and on tonight's show, we're going to be talking about Christmas movies. We're going to keep it very light-hearted and just have a bit of fun tonight. So I'd like to introduce Kerry Greenaway. Hello, Kerry.
Hello, Paul. How are you?
I'm very fine, thanks, at the moment. So how are you?
I am very snotty.
Ooh,
I know. I have got the dreaded lurgy. As everyone who's been listening the last few nights knows now, I do not sound myself at all.
Oh, dear.
Oh,
well, you can have a good rest after, is it the 22nd when we've got our last show?
Friday, yeah. Friday night is the last show of the year until the 2nd of January, and we're back. But, yeah, we're all having
and
a
then
rest.
You can have a rest. Absolutely. Get your kids doing all the Christmas dinner.
Okay, right, I would like to eat it. Although I'll tell you a funny story. My food shopping arrived the other day, Monday, and they replaced my turkey. I had a 1.8 kilogram crown of turkey on order. What they actually delivered was a half a turkey breast, 800 grams in a silver tray. By the time that shrinks down, that ain't even going to feed my dog, I'm telling you now. So I'm like, oh my God, I've got to go find a turkey now.
Oh dear. Yeah, do you know, some of the substitutions of those companies do, it's quite amusing. I mean, my mum, she done, I think she was ordering, again, some meat like you did, but they replaced it with daffodils.
Oh my God, that is really funny. You can't even cook that, you know what I mean? That's some daffodils.
Exactly.
You're going to go hungry, but you're going to smell something pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, and the other mistake I made was, oh, my dog's having a scratch, sorry. The other mistake I made was I thought I'd clicked on, like for one bag of sprouts, as you do. I hadn't. It was individuals. I ordered one single sprout. You'd think they would have used their common sense, wouldn't you, on that one? You would have thought so. But no. I had one single sprout in a bag. And I was like, that's my token sprout. I
bet that made their Christmas out.
Honestly, I bet they were chuckling away. They must have known I made a mistake there.
I don't know.
Honestly.
But then where do you start, though? I mean, okay, using their common sense, well, you obviously didn't want one, you wanted some, but how many did you want? Give you a whole sack full. There you go.
Yeah, a whole sack full arrives. We're like, what? If anybody needs sprouts, come to my house. I've got one. And I said, to make it even worse, it weren't even a good one. Do you know what I mean? It was a bit manky. So I bet they really were having a laugh. Oh, dear. Yeah, so I'm still shopping like a madwoman, me.
Oh, dear. No, I've got none of that. I'm going over to my folks for Christmas this year. Honestly. So they've got the hassle of Christmas dinner. It suits me just fine.
Oh, it's my turn this year, right? It's my turn to do catering, so I am like, having to think meal plans and all sorts. It's all good fun. Christmas, isn't it fun? I keep telling myself this. It's supposed to be fun.
When it's my turn to host for Christmas dinner, I wonder if McDonald's is open.
It probably is. It probably is.
Anyway, let's get back onto topic for tonight. Yeah. The topic is Christmas movies. So, have you looked at? Have you watched any movies this Christmas?
I watched one the other night, which was on TV,
Yep.
which was Die Hard.
All right, okay.
Because that's been on TV recently, and it's the only. I'm not a Christmas film lover. I'm not one of these that the minute it hits December, oh my God, let's get the Christmas movies out. In fact, I'm not a lover of. I'm not a lover of Christmas. Really, to be fair, but there are certain ones I like. You know, I do love
exactly the
Die
same.
Hard. I'm a firm old favourite fan of old Brucey boy.
Yeah. Yeah, Die Hard is one of those films that's traditionally on at Christmas, and it isn't Christmas until you've seen a Die Hard movie.
I agree.
What's the other? Mary Poppins as well. Mary Poppins. You can't have Christmas without Mary Poppins.
Or The Sound of Music.
Well, do you know what? I've never actually seen The Sound of Music.
What?
No, not my film at all.
Oh my God. Of all the films in all the world, you don't like The Sound of Music?
No, not my type of film at all. I think for me, because I didn't really like Christmas, it was more Krampus, last year's horror film of the year. That was quite an interesting film, and I did actually look up the origins of Krampus.
Okay.
It's a German half goat, half demon who, during the Christmas period, would punish children who misbehaved. Obviously, in contrast to St. Nicholas, who would reward the good behaviour. And it varies because it's a European folklore. So it goes to Austria, Bavaria, Croatia, Czech Republic, Hungary, and all that. So you know they've got Krampus is a very good folklore.
Yeah, it's one of those traditions, isn't it? European traditions. That's not quite so nice.
No, I know, but it was quite awesome. I thought, nice horror story for Christmas.
Well, why not? We do, as investigators, we love a bit of a scare and a bit of a thrill, don't we?
We do indeed, but it just made a nice change because, Christmas was all like happy, jolly, all in your face stuff. And then all of a sudden you get Krampus.
Yeah, I think that's what annoys me is that expectation that you have to be happy. It's Christmas. Yeah. What is there not to be happy about? Well, actually, there is an awful lot not to be happy about at Christmas. In fact, there's more stuff not to be happy about at Christmas than there is the rest of the time of the year because there's a lot more pressure put on you at this time of the year.
Exactly.
I sometimes sound like a right old bar humbug, don't I? Once I
yeah,
get
you
to
do a bit.
I do. Oh my God, I need to sort this out. I love the day. I love the actual day itself, where you're with your family and your friends, and you're giving. I love the giving bit. I love to give gifts. I really do enjoy that part of it. But then that's it, really, isn't it? Give me my presents and go home.
I think it's more a time to spend with your family and do a bit more bonding with them. I think at the end of the year, but that's what it's all about, really.
But I do that a lot anyway. I mean, my family is very close. You know what I mean? I spend a lot of time with my family anyway because we're a very close family. We're not I have a big extended family, but my actual nuclear family is quite compact, and we have a family meal night every single week. So it comes to
Tuesdays.
Christmas, huh?
On Tuesdays.
On Tuesdays, and we have a lovely meal and we have a lovely drink and we, talk over issues within the family or not, or laugh at each other quite a lot, take the piss quite a lot. And so we do that on a regular basis. So,
did you just swear on my show?
Oh, sorry.
How dare you?
You know what? This is working with I'm going to blame Jay Lynch.
Okay.
I'm blaming Jay Lynch on this one. When I do the Paramania show, they swear all over the place. It's really bad.
That's terrible. Oh dear, I don't know.
Sorry, I do apologise, everybody. I do apologise. They've been popping out an awful lot lately. I wonder if it's because it's Christmas.
That's probably what it is, entirely.
We'll blame that. So what's your favourite film then, Paul? for Christmas? I mean,
For Christmas.
You watch Krampus.
I do. I actually like, and it actually, I've got a list of the top 50 top 50 Christmas films of all time in front of me for Time Out magazine, and they've put one of my favourite ones at number 50, which is The Santa Claus.
Right.
It's quite amusing, that film. There's 3 in the set, and basically Santa's out doing all the delivering presents and stuff, and he goes to one particular house, and the guy that lives there thinks he's being burgled. So he goes out and goes, well, what are you doing up there? And Santa falls off and dies.
Oh.
And he just disappears, and a little card appears on the Santa outfit saying, basically, if you find this, just put it on, the reindeers will know what to do. And he puts on the coat, because he was cold.
Right.
And then he climbed up onto the roof when he found the reindeers, so he got into the sleigh, and off he went to the North Pole, and he replaced Santa, basically. That's the story.
Okay.
And then in the second one, you've got, like, one of the clause for being Santa was, I think he had to get married, but he had to do it before Christmas Eve, obviously. So you had that a bit of a deadline, and then I think the third one was Jack Frost wanted to be Santa, so he tried to mess in with history to become Santa. It's quite funny. All 3 films are really good.
Oh my goodness!
They're my favourite, to be fair. Then at number 49,
we're going
I've not actually seen this one, The Holiday.
Oh, that's such a lovely... Oh, it's a love fest.
Okay, that's probably why I haven't seen it then.
They swap like roles. From what I understand is that they get fed up in their individual lives. The 2 girls get fed up in their individual lives, and they swap lives. So, like, the American comes to the UK, the UK goes to America, and they fall in love, and it... Bleh, you know...
Yeah, typical. Okay.
Because that's another theme of Christmas that everybody seems to, like, have to rub your nose in, is the love factor, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
It's
absolutely.
so romantic. Christmas is so romantic. Oh, my God, I'm sounding really bitter and twisted tonight.
And then coming in at 48, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer from 1964.
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Animation again. I've waited for one. So we're going to skip over to 47.
Yeah, let's skip that one.
The Polar Express.
Oh, I love that film.
Again, because it's an animation, it's not my type of film.
Mate, seriously.
I've not actually seen it for that reason.
No, actually, of all the animated films that there are, The Polar Express is absolutely well done. It is so well done, and you do get really caught up into it. This was one of the films that the kids had on, and I was off bustling around doing housework and stuff. And then I sort of came into the room and then stood there for about 20 minutes because I got caught by it. Do you know what I mean? And then I said, sod it to the housework, and sat down and watched the rest of it. It is absolutely wonderful. It really encompasses childlike wonder at magic and the wonders of Christmas. It really does focus on that point. I loved it.
Yeah.
I did love the Polar Express. That is that is a good thing about Christmas, is when you look at the children's faces, young kids, when they've hit that age where everything is just so magical and so wonderful, and they really believe in Christmas and Santa Claus, and that is the best time for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think, Christmas, again, because it's all about family, more with the children, I think, to be fair. If you've got young kids, Christmas can be quite magical, and yeah, that's what it's all about, though, isn't it, really?
I think so. These days, it is about that, but it's a really short space of time, kids factor, because you got them too young to understand what's going on, so they just like boxes. They're not caring about the toys that you get them, or the fact that they're not allowed to touch the tree because the tree's perfectly done, and you're not allowed to pull the baubles off, or eat it. You're not allowed to eat it either. So then they get to that point where they're like walking and talking, and that's the age. That's that point, isn't it? And then they get older and then they just want, I want a gadget and go and play on my Xbox all day with my friends because you lot are family and we don't talk to you anymore. You know,
Yeah.
which is kind of where my kids are, right now.
So you're going to have a nice, peaceful Christmas then if they're going out.
I'll probably be snoozing on the sofa. The way I feel at the moment, I'll probably be passed out by lunchtime.
Anyway, going to 46, we've got Christmas in Connecticut, 1945. Again, that's way before my time. Coming back up to 1974, you've got number 45, Black Christmas. I was told about this one the other day, actually, and I'm going to try and get hold of a copy. It's basically a slasher movie. And yeah, really, that's all there is to it, I suppose. It's just a case of Scream meets Christmas, I suppose.
Well, it is sorority sisters who find themselves targeted by a creep who lives in the attic. So, yeah, I would say it sounds very generic. I haven't seen it. It's 1974, though, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So no, I'm looking forward to seeing that actually. Anyway, I'm going to skip a few to number 43. Because you was discussing this a bit earlier off air.
This
Love
really,
Actually.
Love Actually, yeah, it's a fantastic Christmas movie. If you are in the right frame of mind, I would say. Otherwise, and it's a real sob fest. I mean, it encompasses all forms of love in various scenarios, and it is. I loved it. I mean, I do love this film. But you have to be in the right frame of mind, otherwise it could send you suicidal if you haven't got love in your life, I suppose. Yeah. Or is it ever hopeful? Because there's lots of scenarios in Love Actually, isn't there? We was talking about there's unrequited love, there's long distance love, there's young love, there's friendship, love between friends. There's so many different, scenarios of how love can manifest itself. And it does seem to happen very much at this time of the year. So yeah, if you're in a sloppy or slushy or you're loved up yourself, great film. If you're heartbroken and crying into your eggnog, nah, don't even go there because you're going to be suicidal by the end of it. But it is it's a good feel-good factor. It really is a nice feel-good factor. And it's funny. It is really funny. It's like heartbreakingly funny and tragic at the same time at times. But I do love Love Actually. But
okay.
Yeah,
well,
maybe not one for this year.
I'm going to skip a few more.
Okay.
Because another one of my favourite ones has just come up. Number 40, Planes, Trains and Automobiles.
I have not seen this film.
1987. And it was Steve Martin and John Candy. Basically, the businessman, Steve Martin, goes away for business and he's trying to get back to his family for Christmas Day. And for whatever reason, the plane's delayed or cancelled and he can't get home. I think it was snowed in.
Okay.
You couldn't get in for the snow. And basically, he takes a plane, train and car across country to get home. And he meets on the way John Candy, who plays this curtain hook salesman. That is it. And this guy, John Candy, he doesn't have any family or friends or anyone that he can spend Christmas with. He just drifts about, which is quite sad.
Aww.
But the two of them together, absolutely hilariously funny.
They're two iconic comedians, though, aren't they?
They are. It's so funny.
They really are. Two really, really good comedians. So how can it not be funny?
Oh, absolutely. I just the best scene in it is when they're sitting on the trunk on the side of the road, and behind them their car is burst into flames.
I might dig that one out because I haven't seen that one.
That is a really good, funny new movie. We're going down to 39 now, which is Lethal Weapon.
Oh, now that was a good film.
That was. I really do love all the Lethal Weapon movies. And again, it was set at Christmas.
Wow. This is
There
true.
you go. Yeah, that's it.
Well,
That's the extent of it.
that's the only reason that that's on the list, isn't it? Is because it just happened to be set at Christmas.
Absolutely.
Because
That's
there
all
is,
there is to it.
yeah, there is. But I love the chemistry between those two as well. I mean, we talked about chemistry between the previous two comedians, but Mel Gibson and the other guy, I can't remember his name.
Danny Glover.
That's the one. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's the one.
That was really, really good as well, wasn't it? And the
It's,
crazy versus the homeboy. Oh,
that's
brilliant.
it. I mean, you had Mel Gibson, and he just wanted to top himself because his wife got killed.
Yeah.
Which is understandable, I suppose. But
Yeah. Why not?
yeah, he just went on a bender, really, didn't it?
Like one big massive.
Although
bender.
I must admit, there is a TV series of Lethal Weapon now.
Is there?
Yeah, there is.
Oh my
they're on the
God.
second series, and I can't remember the two guys they've got to play Riggs and Murtaugh, but those two do it real justice, and they've got some real good chemistry going on. So you really wouldn't notice much of a difference, if that makes sense.
No, like the age difference in film. Because, I mean, bearing in mind, that was what? How old is that film now?
Oh, you're probably going back to 87. Yeah,
Jesus.
87.
Oh, my God.
No,
Doesn't that make you feel old? Yeah. Oh, my God.
Right, going up to 38, and I do believe this is just because happens to be set at Christmas. It's Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters.
Well,
Yeah.
you've got to love a bit of Ghostbusters. That Ghostbusters series alone, I think, spawned... Forget the TV series. I think Ghostbusters is another reason why a lot of us we want to be there with our proton packs, like zapping ghosts, don't we? Really, in our heads, that's kind of what we want to be slimed, don't we?
Exactly. That's what people think of when you say I'm a ghost hunter or a ghost, anything. Paranormal investigator. That's what they come up with. That's.
Are you a Ghostbuster? Yeah, we get slimed on a regular basis. See my proton pack? It's actually a K2 meter, but
If a kid asks me what I do for a living, it's like I'm a Ghostbuster.
Yeah. If a kid asks you, that's exactly what you say. But they all know it. All the children, everybody still knows it, and that's the thing with, I think, Ghostbusters. Again, this was like going back. Oh God, how many years ago was this one? I mean, Ghostbusters 1, Ghostbusters 2. They're 80s, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Ghostbusters 2 was 89.
Yeah. Oh my
You're
God.
going back to about 84, 85.
For the other one.
The other one, yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'm feeling ancient now. But even kids today know Ghostbusters. I mean, I know it's been reinvented recently with like the latest film, but they still know the films. Do you know what I mean? These are like iconics now, aren't they? These are must-have, introduce your children to kind of films.
Well, that's why I'm quite surprised with the new film of Ghostbusters. They sort of rebooted instead of made a sequel. I think a sequel would have been a lot better.
I know you do. I still liked it though. I did like it. I said that several times. We have this argument on a regular basis.
It was okay. Nothing amazingly special about the film at all. I mean, I did like. Is it Donnelly? Jennifer Donnelly?
Who?
It was is it Jennifer Donnelly? Who's the main one?
Yeah. Oh God. It's
can't remember her
Donnelly.
name.
I can't remember her name. Oh, I'm going to have to... Hold on. I'm going to have to Ghostbuster Google. I'm going to have to Google that.
Ghostbusters.
Google Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look.
And I also liked the scientist one as well, the inventor.
Yes.
She was quite funny.
She was brilliant. I loved that. She was completely crazy. But
She was.
We love her for that, don't we?
We do.
Okay.
And them two were the best.
No, it was Melissa McCarthy, who you're saying.
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
That's her name. But yes, she does look like the Donnelly lady.
Okay.
Ish,
That's cool.
I think. Anyway.
Okay, well, we're going to number 37. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
What?
1964, this one. It
What?
was in
Sorry, what did you say?
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians.
I have never, ever heard of this one.
Do you know what? I've not either. I think it was one of these B movies, like that. At the time, I mean, you got 64. So at the time, you would have, like, Invasion of the Blob and Invasion of the Body Snatchers and all that sort of thing going on. So Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Yeah, why not?
Wow.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And apparently the story is that Santa was kidnapped by outer space aliens.
Why not? I mean, why not?
Children save Christmas. Yeah, exactly.
It's got aliens in it? Or should I say, aliens? I don't do it as well as Mark, do I?
No, don't even go there.
I tried.
Yeah, absolutely. Very trying.
Very trying. Thanks.
Number 36 is White Christmas.
Oh, no, that is a classic.
1954.
I know, but some of the old ones are absolutely amazing. I mean, I have to say, I'm a bit of a sucker for old, those kind of style movies with like good old Bing. I do love a bit of Bing. Yeah, I do like me old movies. Old movies. I mean, God.
Yeah.
Pre my life movies.
Well,
let's go for that.
Number 34 is so old it hasn't actually got a date to go with it. Babes in Toyland, Laurel and Hardy movie.
Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah.
The original slapstick comedic pair.
Exactly. They were really funny. They're my dad. My dad loves them too.
Didn't they do a haunted house one?
They've done so many. Yeah, they've done that. I always preferred Abbott and Costello, personally.
That's a bit later, though, weren't they? Weren't they a bit later?
They were not by much, but yeah.
See, this was the era of like Charlie Chaplin and Laurel and Hardy. It was very slapstick, black and white, no speaking. Those kind of movies. Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I prefer the big musical kind of old movies rather than the black and white. But you have to admire their timing. The slapstick is incredibly complex when you look at it. And people still love them today, don't they?
They do. As I said, I mean, my dad loves Laurel and Hardy. He's always banging on about them. Yeah. All good. Number 32, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Now, I just love National Lampoon's anything. They're absolutely fantastic set of movies. But again, because obviously we're talking about Christmas, it's the Christmas Vacation. And it's just everything that can go wrong at Christmas, it goes wrong. It's so funny.
Again, one I haven't seen.
Oh dear.
I'm thinking, what was I doing when all these kind of movies were out, actually? I'm now starting to think, what was I actually doing? Because these must have been all around the same sort of time, and I haven't seen any of them. So I must have been busy doing something for me not to... Or maybe I was in an even more bar humbug mood than I am today.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's skip to 28. Right, we've got Die Hard 2. Now, I know you've seen this one.
I do love Die Hard. I said this right at the top of the show. Die Hards, for me, are the perfect action, adventure-y, beat-em-up-y, hero wins the day kind of, love saves the day kind of movie, without being slushy. Yeah. With no slush.
So I do like the Die Hard movies, but I think now that they've just gone on too long. Because you've got 5 of them now.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, again, I've missed a few of them.
The latest one, I think, is where he's with his son. And his son's like a CIA secret agent type thing. And one of his missions goes wrong, and his dad helps him out because his dad's super cop.
Super cop.
Yeah, and that was like the latest one. I think the one before that, number 4, was a cyber attack on New York or Washington or whatever town he lived in. Then there was one about his daughter as well. I think that might have been the cyber attack one, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I remember the one with Samuel. Was it Samuel L. Jackson?
Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah.
Was that the third one?
That was good. No, I think that was the fourth. Was that the fourth one? No, third one. I'm sure that might have been the third one.
Oh.
Yeah, where we had to run around the town.
One. Yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, I loved that one.
Yeah, that was the bomb on Wall Street.
Oh, Richard has just shared a link into the chat room regarding Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. It was 1964. Jesus Christ.
I bet he loved that movie.
It's probably his favourite movie. I'm going to have a read of that later.
Actually, I would actually like to ask the chat room, what is your favourite Christmas movie? Put it up in the chat room so we can have a discussion about that as well.
Yeah, what's your favourite movie? We've got Alison in there, we've got Richard in there at the moment. Yeah, that's about it at the moment. I think we're shopping at the moment. Where is everybody? If you're listening, guys, come into the chat room, join in the conversation.
Yeah, absolutely. We're down to number 27 now, which is A Holiday Inn, 1942.
Again,
so we're moving into your type of movies now.
Yeah, ones I've actually seen.
Do you know what? That's again way before my time.
Wow, I remember the release date. I've had a lot of Botox, that's all I'm saying, guys.
Bing Crosby and Fred Astaire.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah.
Loved it, yeah. Pure, this is like dance sequences, and you don't get dance sequences. You do get dance sequences now in movies, but the original, proper dancing.
They
are so fluid.
Yeah,
the proper extravaganzas, and they're so fluid, and they're gentlemen's, and it's a time of chivalry, and it's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And in Holiday Inn, the song White Christmas.
Yeah,
I will sing it to you, but I don't want to scare off any listeners we do have, because
don't rest your voice, because it sounds like you're going to lose it for the 30 seconds.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah, so save your voice. We'll save you losing your voice, so don't worry about singing it. It's fine.
Thanks, don't make me laugh. I start coughing if I laugh.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Well, we'll go to number 26 now, and to be honest, I think this should be number 1, right? A Christmas Carol.
Oh,
this particular version is 1938 one, but Christmas Carol is iconic. What can you say about it? Perfect paranormal story as well.
Perfect. Well, I was talking about this. If you missed the Cal Cooper show, which was on last night, we did a special interview with Dr. Cal Cooper, who forever shall be known as George. And if you want to find out why, you need to listen to the show. We were actually talking about this right at the end of the show, because he said, when you say Christmas, we were talking about Christmas ghosts and stuff like that, and he said, there's no real link, it's just the fact there's Christmas and it's scary and it's spooky and people and it actually came from Dickens' Christmas Carol. And he said, if I said to you Christmas, what's the first thing that comes into your head? And I went, cost. And he said, and that is something that was linked to Dickens, because obviously Scrooge and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
But that was, listening to a psychologist. Oh my God, I can't believe I spoke to Dr. Cal Cooper. Talk about Dickens and how it's relevant, and set our mind so much into the Christmas story. And it's now part of our, that's actually part of our Christmas story. You ask most people will say A Christmas Carol or Scrooged, the more modern version of it. Absolutely fascinating. Now, he also said that after A Christmas Carol, Dickens actually wrote 2 other books regarding Christmas ghosts, and no one knows about those, or not many people know about those. So I was like, oh, did he? Yeah, I didn't know he wrote 2 more books on it.
I didn't know that.
No, I know.
The one thing I did know about Charles Dickens in particular, before The Christmas Carol, when we had Christmas, it was generally like it is now with the weather. You know, we never really had. It was very rare to have a white Christmas. But now, because of Charles Dickens, when someone says about the perfect Christmas, they always picture it being snow covered.
They do, yeah, and that came out of Dickens, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was again because of Scrooge and the whole white Christmas stuff. That's why people think that we should have snow at Christmas, and that's where the idea come from. Until then, it wasn't. People really weren't bothered because we never had any.
You know what? I would just like to say this. I do not want a white Christmas. It is a pain in the backside. It's lovely to look out of the window out and go, snow, it's lovely. When you're all cosy and warm inside with loads of food and presents and stuff. But if you've got to go out in that, it is a nightmare. And trying to shop or do anything in that kind of weather, nah.
Yeah.
So keep your white Christmases, thanks very much. Unless, I mean, literally for one day, 6 foot of snow, I've got everything organised, I can do the day, no visitors, great. And then it goes by the next day. That's the only time I'd like it.
Yeah. Well,
because other than that, the whole country grinds to a halt. Anyway, sorry, carry on. I'm still on my bar humbugging. I'm still bar humbugging.
Jumping up to number 23 on Time Out magazine's list top 50, Trading Places.
Wow.
I never really thought of that as a Christmas movie, but apparently it was set at Christmas.
God, again, long time ago I saw this movie. I remember it being quite funny, but I wouldn't have said it deserved a place on the top 50 Christmas films. They're all very old films. These are all very old films, though. There's not very many modern so far, is there?
Well, you know, I've jumped up again to number 21.
Right, okay.
She's Bridget Jones's Diary.
Oh, no, that is a classic. That is a classic for us girls. I'm sorry, men, but this is a classic for us girls.
No, I've not actually seen it.
Gotta love a bit of Bridget. Gotta love Bridget.
Okay, tell us all about it then.
Well, this is for girls that are basically having crashes in their love life and gives you hope that one day it'll all work out for the right reasons. And we all imagine ourselves in our little crash pad or flat or house or wherever with your glass of wine singing All By Myself. We have all done that, girls. And we all live in hope that Colin Firth is going to come along and whisk us away and it will be absolutely lovely. It's absolutely hysterical as well.
So he's got his work cut out for him then.
Dating disasters. We've all been there. We've all done it. We've all lived those moments of embarrassment. And you get to laugh about somebody else having those moments of embarrassment. It is brilliant. Bridget Jones's Diary. Any of them.
Okay.
Even Bridget Jones's Baby, which wasn't as good because, you know, on the end of the day, she's pregnant. You know.
Yeah.
But, you know, really, really good movies to watch if you're single and having dating dramas is all I can say on that one. And it does give you a little bit of hope at the end. See, I'm a bit of it's starting to show them a bit of a slush movie, really, aren't I? Not slush.
Going to number 20, The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Now, this is Kerry Ann's favourite ever. This is Kerry Ann's favourite ever.
I do actually love that Christmas film.
Never seen it.
And never seen it. Oh, it's brilliant. It really is.
I have it. I actually have this film, but I have never seen it.
Okay. Tim Burton. Tim Burton was the director for it.
Yeah, I say Kerry Ann, she's all over this.
Yeah, it was brilliant. It was basically it was almost like a set of Halloween characters who never experienced Christmas, and it's like experiencing their first Christmas.
Oh, so it's Halloween and Christmas in one go?
Absolutely. Perfect for paranormal investigators.
Perfect, I would say.
It is.
Yeah, okay,
it was really good, and it was a good musical as well.
Oh, right, okay. I might have to give that one a whirl then.
Yeah. Number 19, that should be number 1. The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Oh, God.
That's my number 1 top Christmas movie.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely wonderful. Brilliant film.
Again, it's another version of A Christmas Carol.
Yeah. And you got Michael Caine in it, brilliant actor. And you've got the Muppets. What more could you want from Christmas?
Well, we're looking at a bit of cryptozoology here with this particular one. This is how this links into the paranormal.
Or UFOs.
Very tenuously. Where does the ufology come into this one?
Because apparently in Muppets in Space, Gonzo was an alien.
Oh, okay.
And that's his species, was alien. Martian or something.
Don't make me laugh.
It was.
Oh, I love the tenuous links we're coming out with this one for the paranormal. That really is a tenuous link.
Yeah, we've got to tie it in paranormal because we're a paranormal radio show, but I just thought, keep it light-hearted, and as it's Christmas, we'll talk about some Christmas movies. And as we found out, some of them are UFO-related.
Or cryptozoology, or paranormal, or even paranormal investigators.
Exactly.
I love this. Richard Clements in the chat room has actually put that his Christmas classic is the epic war movie The Great Escape. But does it actually have to be about Christmas?
Well, it could. Is it set at Christmas? I don't know.
I don't actually think it is, but I said whatever floats your boat. If that's what you like watching at Christmas, you go for it.
Yeah.
That is a good film.
It is. It is a good film indeed. Anyway. Is it on Christmas though?
I don't know.
Oh, well, that don't count then. Nice try, Richard. Try again. Going up now to, let's see, we're scrolling through a few more now. We've got, no, that's rubbish. Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh, no,
15.
you can't miss out The Long Kiss Goodnight.
Oh, I can. Yeah.
You cannot miss out The Long Kiss Goodnight. I'm so sorry, but you can't do it.
Oh, I've not seen it, so I don't know nothing about that film.
Oh, what? What?
Yep, you heard it here first.
There's a film he hasn't seen, everybody. It's called The Long Kiss Goodnight. I'm going to sit you down and make you watch that film. That is an awesome film. And it's almost like a transplanted memory. So she's like, starts off like the perfect little Stepford housewife. And then she starts having like flashbacks and is able to like throw knives and stuff. And it turns out she's like this, oh my God, she's mean and nasty and is really hardcore and kicks butt. And she's awesome. Mate, you want to watch that?
Okay.
It's really good. And it's got Samuel L. Jackson in it.
Oh, it's got to be good.
So you've got to watch that. So now you can skip it. Now I've given that a nudge.
Well, we'll go to number 15, The Miracle on 34th Street.
Okay.
I didn't actually know that it was 1947. I just thought it was that modern version.
It's one of those who, thanks, Steph. Go Kerry, she says. Go Kerry on The Long Kiss Goodnight. Too right. It's probably one of those that got remade, isn't it?
Yeah. I would have thought.
This one's the original. How old is this list, is what I want to know.
I don't know, but they have got some new ones on there.
Yeah.
Right, okay, going on to number 14, The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, is that classed as a Christmas movie? Well, Father Christmas is in it, so... I suppose technically.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan, to be fair. I much preferred the Doctor Who Christmas special that they did where they kind of went into like a Narnia world.
Yeah, see, I mean, for me, the Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe was very much... It was almost like a story about Jesus and God and all that sort of stuff going on.
What?
The guy that wrote it, C.S. Was it C.S. Lewis?
C.S. Lewis, yeah.
Yeah, he wrote the story, but he had different levels of story involved in it, if that makes sense. One particular theory is that Aslan is God, or Jesus character,
right?
And the witch killed him in it because he died for Edmund's sins.
Oh, right, okay.
So
see where
that's
you're
sort
going
of
with
like the undertone is like a very religious thing going on. But C.S. Lewis was very into his astronomy as well, and each book that he wrote corresponded with planets as well.
Oh, didn't know
But
that.
it works on very different levels, and yeah, no, it's a very interesting, in-depth film. But there's loads of layers to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I might watch it with different eyes next time then.
Yeah,
I know my kids love it.
I think it's a very good film. I just wish they'd make the others as well, all of them, not
They've
just
done
the main three.
Voyage of the Dawn something or other, haven't they?
Yeah, but you've got the Silver Chair. That's the last one, but they've never made that one. Most TV adaptations of Narnia or the Chronicles of Narnia would have made the Silver Chair.
Right.
But there's like 7 or 9 books in the series, and they always pick Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe, Voyage of the Dawn Treader, Prince Caspian. They're the main ones they do all the films about.
Yeah, well, maybe they're the better ones.
They probably are, but I'd like to see them make all of them. That'd be quite good. Yeah.
To be fair, I've only ever watched The Lion, Witch and the Wardrobe. I haven't really sort of got any further than that.
Terrible. Okay, let's jump up to number 12 now. We've got Scrooged.
Oh my god, my favourite ever.
Oh
my
funny.
god, it is the best film ever. I'm going to have to dig that one out because we all going to kind of have, well, we don't. We kind of do and we kind of don't. We all want like the ghosts of past, present and future. But the fairy, oh my god.
Yep. She's
so
the best
cool.
thing in the film.
Best film ever. And
she picks up his present and it's a toaster. She goes, "What's this?" It's a toaster, and smacks him in the face with it. Yeah. It's absolutely hilarious.
It is absolutely hilarious. Sorry,
yeah,
I just want
she plays him in... Go on.
I just want to reference the chat room because it's starting to talk of Alison Dunlop. She's in our chat room.
Hello.
She says, we're talking about Lion, Witch, the Wardrobe. She says, yes, it's very symbolic. Same with Lord of the Rings. It's based on Norse mythology.
Yep.
And Tolkien and C.S. Lewis knew one another, and Tolkien was a scholar of mythology, and C.S. Lewis was very into Christian symbology. So, yeah, so what you were saying was right.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
know.
carry on.
I actually watched a documentary on C.S. Lewis, so that's how I knew about the planet connection to it. I always picked up on the whole Christian symbolism with the whole Jesus dying for your sins and then Aslan dying for Edmund and all that sort of stuff. I got that right from the beginning, but it wasn't until I watched this documentary that I learned about the other mythology and the planets and stuff like that. So yeah, I sort of knew that because of the documentary.
Okay, sorry. Anyway, back to what we were saying.
Scrooged.
Yes.
Yes.
The best version ever.
Favorite. Yeah, it was. Especially when he wanted to staple antlers to a mouse's head.
I have to say, I loved that movie. And, yeah, I mean, even like the Ghosts of isn't there the Ghost of Girlfriends Past is based on this Christmas Carol as well. But yeah. we all kind of want, that'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Christmas Eve, the Ghosts of your Christmas
Absolutely.
past, present and future, but not quite as nasty as the ones that visited Scrooge, obviously.
Well, it's a different version of the story, A Christmas Carol, but you had Blackadder's Christmas Carol.
Yes.
Have you ever seen that one?
Yeah, I love Blackadder.
Blackadder was the nicest man in England, and he was visited by the ghost of Christmas Present, I believe it was, and he was showing him Blackadders throughout the ages, and it turned out that Blackadder would always come out on top because he was nasty. And in the morning of Christmas Day, Blackadder just turned to be the nastiest man. He had a pop at Queen Victoria and Albert. He started punching Baldrick in the face. Yeah, that was another good version of the like the Scrooge story that I
Yeah.
love.
It's a reoccurring, it's a story that gets reinvented time and time again, isn't it?
It is, and I think that's the classic.
It is the
Right, go
classic.
to number 11, Batman Returns. Now, I never really thought of that as a Christmas movie. I just thought it was just a normal
Just
Batman movie,
Batman
but apparently,
movie.
yeah, it was set at Christmas.
Was this the one with the Catwoman? Michelle
Catwoman
Pfeiffer?
and the Penguin. Yep,
Oh,
Danny
the Penguin
DeVito.
makes me sick.
Yeah, it was a bit. Again, it was a Tim Burton movie,
Yeah, he
and
actually
it was
made
very
me...
dark and surreal.
I have a bit of a gag
Yeah.
reflex with things like that. When he started shoving them... Oh, I can't even think about it.
Yeah.
Makes me feel really,
I-
really sick.
Okay, so shall we jump down to
Yeah,
number
that's...
10?
before I start throwing up on it.
Charlie Brown Christmas, 1965.
Okay.
I've not seen that one.
I don't like Charlie
So,
Brown.
no.
I never did, never will. I don't think I've ever connected to good old
No.
Charlie.
No, I think it's more of an American thing. I think
Yeah.
it never really hit, or never really was that popular here. But anyway, we're going to go to number 8 now. This used to be on when I was a kid every Christmas, The Snowman. 1982. The Snowman.
The only
Yeah.
thing I remember about this film is the goddamn song that got released
Yeah.
in conjunction
Alan
with
Jones.
this film. Who, yeah, I mean, fantastic voice, don't get me wrong, I'm not criticising him, but oh my god, did they overplay that song.
They did, didn't they? It
They
was one of those
certainly
ones.
did.
Even now, they still do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And,
Number 7, Edward Scissorhands.
oh, Mr. Hairdresser himself.
Yeah, that's it. And that was Johnny Depp.
Yeah, not one of his better movies. But again,
No.
it's another Tim Burton, isn't it?
It is. Tim Burton was very popular at Christmas for some reason.
Well, he obviously loves a bit of dark humour or dark thoughts at Christmas. But he's very dark anyway, isn't he? Oh, good old Tim
Yeah.
Burton.
He is. And he does make the best movies, though. I find.
He makes some good movies.
Okay, let's go to number 6 now. All right, everyone's got to like this one. Home Alone.
The pure psychopathic child film, yes.
Absolutely, he's absolutely amazing. I thought that the first time I ever see that film, hilariously funny, all the way through. But again, it's one of those films they've tried to reinvent so many times. There's like 4 or 5 of them, I think, isn't there?
Oh, God,
Yeah.
yeah. It went on and on and on, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat the first 2. After that, it just went silly.
Yeah, but, it's the same old generic. I've been saying generic a lot lately. They hit a winning formula. It took thousands and millions of pounds at the box office, and then they just rolled it out every year for however many years to, bank in on that cash cow.
Yeah, and I think Macaulay Culkin as well, he made that film.
Of course he did.
Yeah. But, yeah, you just want... you just love to make some of those traps up.
Yeah, but he is a emotionally stunted child. He doesn't seem bothered he's left home alone at Christmas. He doesn't seem bothered at the hurt he causes anybody.
No.
He is, as I say, the original psychopathic child.
Yeah. But he stops the burglaries...
But he stops the burglaries, yeah, I suppose
Exactly.
that's a good thing.
So that's all right. Number 5, we're going to jump to The Gremlins, 1984.
Oh, gremlins. Don't get them wet.
I love that film.
Don't get them wet.
No, don't feed them after midnight,
No.
and keep them away from bright light.
Yeah.
Those are 3 rules that he had. He only had 3 rules to keep.
You would think he'd be able to manage that, wouldn't you?
You would, absolutely, but no. And all hell breaks loose.
Well, it certainly did.
I I thought the first one was quite good, and it was humorous in some places as well. Like the old lady going up on the Stena stair lift, and she the gremlins mess about with it, and it makes it go up about 80 miles an hour, and she flies out the window. You know, that's quite funny.
Let me know your dark humour.
That's why I like Tim Burton movies. But again, Spielberg it was a Spielberg film, wasn't it? The Gremlins.
I don't know, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it was Steven Spielberg. It was a really good horror for Christmas, and again, it was set at Christmas as well. Okay, jumping to number 4, we've got Bad Santa.
Bad Santa, the ultimate.
Have you seen
Bob?
That?
Oh, I gotta love a bit of Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah, that's sort of where I'm at with Christmas. It's like, oh.
Sorry, Richard just put Kung Fu Panda Holiday into the chat room.
I like Kung Fu Panda, but I've not actually seen that one.
No. Well, let me know what Richard goes to see at the cinema.
I think he's just making them up.
Well, it ain't on the list. It ain't coming in the house.
No, exactly. It's not on the list, so it's not coming in. Okay, so let's go to number 3. We've got Die Hard.
Yeah, so we've gone back to this time and time again throughout this show. In my view, it is the best. Just the best.
It's not Christmas until Die Hard's been on the telly.
It's been on the telly. It must be Christmas. But it is brilliant. And it's got Alan Rickman in it as well, which is just awesome.
Yeah. Okay, number 2, we have Elf.
Never seen this one.
Will Ferrell. He basically, when he was born normal, and he was adopted by the Christmas elves. So he grew up with the Christmas elves, and then he wants to come back when he's like in his 20s, 30s or whatever. He wants to come back to the real life and look for his dad.
Oh, this is just a recipe for disaster, I'm seeing.
Exactly, and he's dressed obviously as a big elf because he was Santa's elves for the whole of his life. And he learns that people are not very friendly, and it's just absolutely hilarious. Yeah, by consequences, it's funny as hell, and yeah.
I'll take your word for that. That doesn't sound like my kind of movie in any way, shape, or form.
You should watch it, absolutely. And we've come up to the top number 1 best Christmas movie of all time. It's a Wonderful Life.
I love this film. This is my ultimate.
Yeah, I can understand why it's like up there, but it's not. I've not seen it.
What?
Again,
I'm at the what's the really?
Yeah, no, I've not actually seen that, and no,
it has a guardian angel in it, and it has past.
I know the story.
Time slips and stuff. It's got all. It's the perfect combination. Man not appreciating his life. Guardian angel shows him what his life really is like, and what people really think of him. And then he embraces his life and really appreciates what his wife and children and his friends and his family and it's about Clarence the angel trying to get his wings basically. And then right at the end of the movie when, oh God, what's his bloody name? James Stewart is, surrounded by friends and family. You just hear this bell and it's at that moment you just go, oh my God, Clarence got his wings. Oh my God, guys. Oh.
Yeah.
It's 1946, but guys, seriously, they can't.
Yeah.
They could not remake that any better. If they do a remake of that, I do not believe they would top that particular version of this film. In my personal opinion, I adore
it's the
this
same
film.
with Scrooge, though. I mean, they've done the first version of A Christmas Carol is the best. As far as I'm concerned, and that was like 1930s. You can't beat that version.
No, but then I really like Scrooged because I like the comedy factor in that,
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I think we just like them for different reasons, and if they remade that film, it'd be the same sort of thing. You you might like it for a particular reason, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I hope if anybody is out there having a really hard time at the moment, they get an angel called Clarence to visit them, and shows them.
Clarence isn't gonna be interested. He's already got his wings.
Well,
So
any old angel will do, mate. Come down, make you appreciate your life, and then you'll be happy as Larry.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly. Yeah,
That's what we want. We want angels to come down and flourish Christmas miracles all over the place this year.
Absolutely,
for a lot of
that'd be
people.
blinded.
For a lot of people, because there's a lot of people going through some really hard times at the moment, and that would be lovely if they're all connected. Spirit, get working, because it's Christmas. We want angels. We want miracles. We want them. And we want them big time.
Absolutely. And a lot of
I don't want a
people
lot for Christmas, do I?
No, not really. A lot of people are feeling out of sorts as well this year. I blame the solar flares we've been experiencing lately. It's affected a lot of people, I think.
There is a lot going on in regards to we talked about this before the show. There's a lot going on in regards to universal energy, and it does change, or hopefully, I haven't done the forecast yet, going through into January. But the whole of December has been a little bit of a muddy pot of energy, and it's brought a lot of crap to the surface for a lot of people. And it feels very hard at the moment for a lot of people. There's some people having a great time and, not feeling the effects of it. But I think for a lot of other people, there's been a lot of crap. And, reach out, talk to your friends. It is a time where you can be around people and friends and just talk things out. And hopefully things will get better.
Yeah, that's it. And especially this year, if you do know someone that is on their own, go around and say hello.
Yeah.
I think that's, yeah.
Yeah, reach out.
Spread a bit of love and friends.
Yeah, let's get a bit of community feeling back in the old world.
Absolutely, totally agree. That's what it's all about at Christmas.
Not just Christmas. Community feeling isn't just for Christmas. It's for the rest of the year too.
Yeah, okay, but it's still Christmas.
Yeah,
so we go.
Allegedly. Bar humbug.
Anyway, we've come to the end of the show. Really hope you enjoyed the light-heartedness of tonight's show. We will be back in the new year. I don't know what subject yet because I'm not sat down and worked them out, but it will be up in the group pages and stuff.
It certainly will. Yeah, once we've looked at it. We're sort of running out of steam, aren't we?
But we are, yeah. I've got one more show to do, and that's on the 22nd because it's an all presenters show, I believe.
Yep, Friday night, all presenters show. We still have Haunted Histories this week. We still have Kaz's Spectral Zone on Thursday night, and Friday night is the all presenter end of year show. And then we break, and then we're having a break until the 2nd of January, I believe, where we'll be back in fine feckle and full of inspiration and ready for another year of paranormal hauntings, ghost busting, investigations, research. Oh God, what else can we add into that little mix?
Everything.
We'll have everything next year.
Everything paranormal related will be next year.
It certainly will. It's going to be
even revisit a few shows as well, maybe.
Well, I think sometimes we don't always get a chance to cover everything we want to cover in a show. Maybe that's an idea for the second, Paul, is that we relook at some of the shows we've done over the last year and, the previous year rather, sorry. And, just have a look at the variety of topics and subjects that we've covered, just to show the variety that Parasearch puts out there for everybody to listen to. And
it's a good idea. We might do that.
I think that could be a plan. Don't
absolutely.
forget, they all go to podcasts, so you'll be able to go back and listen to them if you missed them. And we've had some amazing guests. When you think of some of the guests we've had on, over the last year. We've really not shied away from giving people a voice, and our listeners have been absolutely fantastic this year as well, haven't they?
They have, absolutely, and wish them all a Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, yes, we do. Merry Christmas.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, and on that note, I'm going to say goodbye. It's been an absolute pleasure listening to you all and reading all the comments in the chat room. And we look forward to seeing you on the 2nd of January. So goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Thank you for listening. Don't forget to join us for more shows throughout the week. Find us on Facebook, Twitter, and the World Wide Web to keep up to date with all the shows right here on Parasearch Radio.